Hi, I'm gonna tell you about my site peoplevocabularies.com. This is a site about learning languages and English in particular. Imagine you want to read some article, watch some movie, or listen podcast, and so while listening or watching or reading, if you don't know some word, you have to stop and check it. It's pretty annoying. You have to do it again and again, and you lose the stream of reading or watching. It's really bad for your understanding of the material. So just learning language doesn't help because yeah, it helps, but you just read some materials that you don't like. You learn some words in a dumb way. It's not interesting. Of course, you can stop learning and you can just translate or read subtitles or whatever. But they are broken in many ways. It's sometimes it's not correct. Sometimes it's you don't feel real language, and in real conversation, it's absolutely useless. This site helps you to analyze material that you want to read, watch, some probably consume before you do it, so you can be prepared for reading, watching, or listening, and you got words but you don't know, you learn them, and then fully prepared you go and consume without any interrupting. On the main page you can see basic functionalities. This is the check functionality. You check material to find words you don't know. The build your vocabulary functionality and translate, because if you don't know this word you're gonna translate it, so I will tell you later. Before you can do something you have to register it. For example, I click this button and I already have my account, but before you have to create account. Here you fill your username, password, email and phone number all together. Then you create account and you get your code basically on your email or phone number, and you fill your code down and you snap. So I already have my account, as I said, so I just go and sign in. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's go by example. You have three parts, as I said. So this is the first part, analyze part or trainer. I already have my words in my vocabulary. So what I can do, let's grab some text from CNN, okay, and paste in here. So I already had words in my vocabulary, so this is words from this text that are not in my vocabulary, and I supposed to learn them before I'm gonna read this. So these words are sorted from the most often encountered, so you can learn what you need the most in the beginning. The learning algorithm is you go through this list from the top to the bottom. You have three options here. First option you press when you don't know a word. The second, you can check if you don't feel confident, and the third, when you know this word. So for example, I don't know this word, I don't know this too, but I know this. And if I know this word, when I press this button, this word goes to my vocabulary. So next time I will not meet it here anymore. Okay, these two, and this I don't know, for example. I can check if I know or not. Okay, I know. I want to check. Okay, I know. Okay, so I'm, I know, and I know. So you go. So this is the second round. This is the words have just said. I don't know from the previous round, and again I have to choose my options, and now I'm just can remember from the previous time. Okay, I know this word. Now I know, right? So when I press this button, this word just disappears from the list, but it doesn't go to my vocabulary this time. I just press the button, this disappears. Okay, this word I don't know. These two. This is I want to check again. Okay, I know this word. I remember. I just want to check. So when you check it and you see this word, you can press this button. And this word, for example, I thought this is like different word, but no, I see I was wrong. So yeah. Okay, I know this and this. Okay, so this is the third run. So again, let's say I don't remember this. Yeah, so this. Okay, I remember this, and I remember this. So last word. This time, for the fourth time, I should remember this word. Maybe if I don't, I press again and I see it again. So now I think, yeah, I remember. So yeah. Okay, this is basically the main functionality. So now when you prepared, you can go back to the article and read it again, and don't interrupt yourself. I can show you again. Now you can go back. You can just analyze it again. You can see that okay, so got less words than the previous time, because many of them already in your vocabulary. So next time, the different texts, you will not see them. They are in your vocabulary. Cool. Also, I want to say you can analyze something bigger, like description for this video, and you just go to open to script and just copy and paste just plain text. Copy. Oh, it's enough now, and just yeah. So yeah, basically many words. Have to learn something really many words. Yeah. So but then it's getting better when you build your vocabulary. You have less and less to learn. It's pretty cool. Okay. Next part I want to tell you about. This is uploader here, and on the main page, second section, uploader. It's created to help you to build your vocabulary for the first time, and this is a really good point to start from. If you have a plain list of words or big text that you can read really freely, you can put it here, upload, and all words from this text go straight to your vocabulary. So very good point to build up your vocabulary. For example, I claim that I know this, I can read this very clearly, so you just paste it here and upload. Don't be afraid to put some text and add some words that you may not know. It's okay, because next part translator lets you delete words from your vocabulary. And here, this is by the way the list all your words from your vocabulary. You can search here, and for example, you can see the word visit. You have only a single word, not visited, not visiting in all forms. It's only one form. Often it's so, sometimes not, but have some reasons, and pretty cool. And you don't have here names because you don't have to remember names. Uh, at least keep them in your vocabulary. Okay, the last part is translator. The functionality to delete your words that you forgot. Let's go by example again, and let's grab this text. Paste here. So here, this is context, and this is, let's say, word that you want to translate. Context could be really important. Sometimes you get different translation with different contexts, but you can skip it. You don't have to put context here. So now, by example, I got this text and this word. Okay, I translate. So what we get here, this is a regular verb. Here we have all forms. And by the way, in the trainer we will also get these forms. This is stands that this word in my vocabulary already. So this is the main feature of this part. Basically, when you read some text and you meet such words that you don't know, let's say, you go here and translate it. You can see if maybe you just wanted to check. So you see that translation, and you understand you didn't know these words, but this word was in your vocabulary. So this word must not be in your vocabulary because you don't know this word. So you should delete this word. Or if you just checked out and you see you know this word, so it's okay. And here the translation of the whole text. Okay, it was the last third part. You can go through this reference as well. And yeah, and the site works in mobile version as well. You can use it, and tablet version as well too. So very convenient. Yeah, very convenient. Wow. So last thing I want to say, it's about plans, bugs, and feedback. Let's go by example again. Let's say I want to analyze this text from the really technical article. There's many special terms and some code, you see. So we analyze this text, and so what I want to say here, that yeah, you get some trash here in this list. Maybe you don't want to see this, of course. So this is like plans to add now one button to delete this trash. But by now you can do what you can do. You can the first run you press this button, and next run when you see these words again, you press green button to just remove them from this learning process. Very interesting would be add some pronunciation functionality, so you can listen this word how it sounds, because now you have to copy paste in the Google and listen there. Also, it's gonna be cool if you can upload different formats, not only text but video, audio things. Also, it could be crazy ideas like if, let's say, I said we delete all names and special names like proper nouns, like companies' names and people names and so on, but maybe we shouldn't do it, because if not, we have a special vocabulary. We can compare vocabularies of people and do some socializing stuff and like find people by interests and so on. Also, things like phrasal verbs and idioms maybe should be here as well in vocabulary, like a whole thing. For feedback, you can leave your comments here. There are some site GitHub of this project. You can leave issue here, the description of the problem, or offer some new functionality, and I can see it and implement in the next version. Okay, that's all for now. There should be enough videos around about technical parts. So thank you for watching. Bye.